Welcome back to Market Pulse with Aditya and Nikita. So today we are going to do multi-time frame analysis for Bank Nifty and Nifty. So starting with Nifty. So this is the monthly time frame for Nifty. So if you see, we are at all-time high, fresh all-time high. So apparently if you look at this particular, the bigger Poland flag on the monthly, the target comes to something 29,000 and all. But the idea is, I'm not expecting it to go in one single shot. Why? I'll just show you. So what first we will do, we'll first count the date range. So from here onwards, if you will see, not a single month has closed below the previous month. This was basically a knee-jerk reaction during the elections, wherein it did went below the previous month's low, but it failed to close below that. So it was more of a shakeout if you see. So from here, we can clearly see that if you just count the numbers, and this one is a 10, it's basically 11 bars, okay? I don't know why it is showing 10. I mean, it fails to count the first one. So it's basically 10 bars. So what we will do, forget this one because this is an exception where we had this 50% fall due to COVID. So I'm ignoring this one. So what we will do, we'll just simply go and check in the past what has happened. Here, if we see roughly, till this point, here it is 12 bars, then here it is roughly 7 bars. Here if we see, it is somewhere around 10 bars. So on an average, if you see, there are some examples here as well, and I'll take these as well, 10 bars. Okay. So roughly if you see, it is roughly around 9 to 10 or maximum 12 bars. So here we are actually, reaching the upper limit in terms of, like, this would be the 11th consecutive month, which has consecutively and successfully almost closing above the previous month's high. Although this month we are yet to close this particular month because we are on 13th. So I am like, we still have like half a month to go. But if you see, like, if you consider this one, like, we have been not closing below the previous month's low for almost now 11th consecutive month. If we consider this month, if not, then at least 10 consecutive months for sure. So definitely that is a cause of concern, because then we can expect some sort of a time-based correction as well as a price-based correction. But this is not to scare anyone, like, people who have been calling that the market is going to fall, but we were strongly holding to our views that we might see fresh ATH and about 25,000, which we definitely saw, and obviously the full target is somewhere around 29,000. Not expecting in this calendar year, but let's see how it goes. So now what next? So see, as a trader, we have to simply go with the trend. So if the market is going up, we have to play long only. This is from a very longer term perspective is what I wanted to share. So this is what I can see on the charts as well. Now let's go on the weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, what we have seen, because it is a ATH on monthly, obviously on the weekly it has to be ATH closing, and a very strong closing, so we have to go long. On the daily time frame, what we can see here, that this was the erstwhile resistance. Now there is a clean breakout, so that's the reason this zone of 25 120 25 130 kind of zones, it will act as a support whenever the market comes down. So now let's go. So today's price action was basically after the strong up move, it is basically a pause candle. Now it is waiting out here. Okay. So from my drawing only, you would have seen that it is almost like a flag, but to call it as a proper flag, it still has to do some sort of a thing. So it needs to maybe consolidate a bit. Either it should make a Poland pennant or a Poland flag. Let's see if it happens. But in any which case, it should not break this particular high, because a good and a tight flag should always have consolidation above the 1/3 area, on the upper 1/3 area. So let's see if it holds up till this level of 25 200 260. That is also good for us. So what is our trade plan for Monday? It is simple. See, now look at this particular thing. The immediate support, of course, one, if you are already long and then you have made really good profits, then obviously you can trail up till like today's low as well. But I have, like, this is my strong and immediate support for me, and these are the rest of the supports remain the same as we had discussed yesterday. So for Monday, what's the trade plan? I mean, Dow just opened and it is already up. So let's see where it closes. The session just started. It's 7:05 right now. So now for Monday, let's assume if it opens up like flat or something, then let it consolidate. The moment it breaks above this particular high 24,440, that's when we can initiate fresh long. This is when if it breaks the high of the today's high as well as yesterday's high. This is basically going long on the breakout. The other solution to go long is basically whenever it tries to come near the support and tries to make a W or some sort of a reversal pattern, that's when you can go long. So the good support is basically 25 100 to 25 150 zones. Okay, so if at all market comes here for whatever reasons, and if you see some sort of a reversal, this is the best place to go long. Now in case if there is a gap up, now the problem is, see, whenever there are gap ups, it will tend to be very volatile, and it will remain in a range. So gap ups usually get tries to come here, then fill up the gap and then go up. Like here also, if you see, this was the day. So there was this gap up, a mega gap up, then tried to fill up the gap and then took a U-turn. And this was a very strong and a sharp rally thereafter. So I'm not expecting this kind of a thing, but if there is a mega gap up, then obviously there will be some sort of volatility. So this is what it is. And now let's see on the daily time frame. I just wanted to share one more observation. So this was the previous all-time high somewhere, and then thereafter markets did correct a bit, and thereafter it took a U-turn, and this was the fresh ATH closing that we had got on closing basis. And post that, see, there was this kind of a pause, 2-3 pause candle, and then there was this kind of a doji candle, thereafter a gap down and a gap down. So just remember, we are more or less the structure, like we are somewhere around that kind of a structure only right now. So see this green candle, this big green candle, this red candle, obviously this one more red candle. Now I mean, things remains to be seen what is going to happen next. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share, this observation as well. Maybe not 3-4 days, it would last up to 5-7 days, but just be careful. That's all. Now let's go and see one more thing. Usually everyone is expecting the rate cut of 0.25% on September 18th. So we have one tendency that the market basically goes up on rumor and then sells off on the news. So it might so happen that till 18th definitely will be on the upper side, and maybe post 18th is when we will have to see where it is going. So I'm not scaring anyone. I'm just trying to be cautious on my own side as well. That's it. So now let's go on the Bank Nifty and let's discuss Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty has been consolidating in this particular zone for almost 2-3 months now. So I'm expecting Bank Nifty to come out of its sluggishness and move up a bit now, and looks like it has taken some sort of a momentum. I'm just hoping that it will continue to do the same. On the weekly time frame, obviously we got a very good closing after many weeks. I mean, this kind of a closing is what we have got after almost 15th July week. So if you see, I mean, this is a really good kind of a almost 52,000 kind of a closing. Now let's go on daily. Okay, so daily, I was basically referring to this particular zone. Just watch out. This was the breakout candle. Then it tried to come down, and this was a support. It tried to again go up. Then it broke it down, and then this was acting as a resistance. It took resistance here. Then it again took resistance here. And now if you see, we got a closing above that particular resistance zone. Obviously, if this would have been a strong green candle, then it for every one of us would have been much more convincing. But nonetheless, you have to understand that it opened gap up. That's the reason you're seeing this kind of a pin bar. Otherwise, it would have been, if it would have opened here, then obviously you would have seen some sort of a green bar. It is still a bullish momentum, and bulls managed to close this particular week above 51,900, and that's like a strong thing. I mean, after so many weeks, we are getting this kind of a closing. So now let's go on the 15-minute time frame. So on that 15-minute time frame, we had this first resistance of 52,000, and today market made a high of roughly 51,994, and it is stuck here only. And this is my immediate support now. Now that we got some sort of a support range today, so this is my immediate support, and this one is a very strong support in Bank Nifty because this was clear resistance of 400. And whenever the market tries to come here and take some sort of a support and tries to reverse, that is when one can go long. This is one way of going long whenever it touches the support. The other way is basically if market opens flat and consolidates here and then tries to break out above this particular zone, that's when you can go long for the next targets of 52,300. Obviously, now looking at this particular market, I am expecting market like Bank Nifty to touch its previous ATH soon. This one should be R4 instead of R5, but I'm expecting Bank Nifty to touch at least 53,300 soon. And looking at Bank Nifty's momentum, I'm expecting it will continue. Unlike in like a few weeks ago, it was absolutely dead. So I'm expecting the momentum to continue in case of Bank Nifty. Again, as I said, if it opens flat, then we will wait for it to consolidate a bit, और उसके बाद अगर वो break करेगा, that will be a really good sign. और अगर आपको supports पे लेना है तो यहाँ पर वेट कीजिएगा. यहाँ पर ये तो सबसे अच्छा सपोर्ट है. If at all prices comes here और आपको कोई W या रिवर्सल पैटर्न बुलिश मिल रहा है तो आप लॉन्ग जा सकते हो छोटे स्टॉप लॉस के साथ. और अगर गैप अप से खुलता है तो फिर देन आपको वेट करना पड़ेगा, फिर वो मार्केट यहाँ पर आएगा, फिर वॉलेटिलिटी क्रिएट करेगा, ये चीजें चलती रहेगी. तो दैट्स अबाउट इट फ्रॉम माय एंड इन केस ऑफ निफ्टी एंड बैंक निफ्टी. एंड इफ यू आर लाइकिंग दिस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो सो प्लीज डू हिट द लाइक बटन, और आप हमारे वीडियोस को प्लीज डू शेयर कीजिएगा, सब्सक्राइब कीजिएगा अगर हमारे चैनल को अगर आपने अब तक नहीं किया होगा, बिकॉज इट रियली हेल्प्स अस टू ग्रो आवर चैनल एंड वील कीप bringing more such interesting things and our observations to you only if we get that kind of a support from you. तो इसके अलावा today we are going to discuss on something really interesting and I'm pretty sure कि बहुत लोगों को इसके बारे में जानने की curiosity होगी. So the next chart that I'm going at, I'll go on a monthly time frame and the chart I'm interested is basically ये gold chart, gold के chart पे जा रहे हैं हम, और ये तो monthly chart है. यहाँ पर तो काफी ये monthly charts अगर आप देखोगे तो ये बैंक ने गोल्ड के है, ये इंडियन गोल्ड है विच इज MCX वाला. तो हम पहले वीकली में जाएंगे. तो वीकली में अगर आप देखोगे यहाँ पर आपको क्लियर कट ये मिल रहा है कि एक पोल एंड फ्लैग पैटर्न है. और मैं बता दूं आपको ये पोल एंड फ्लैग पैटर्न का जो टारगेट है वो टोटल टारगेट की बात कर रही हूँ. तो दिस रफली वर्क्स आउट टू समवेयर अराउंड 12,500 या 13,000 पकड़ लीजिएगा. तो आपको क्या करना है बेसिकली, जब भी ब्रेकआउट होगा उसके बाद ये 13,000 का प्लस करके अब जो भी टारगेट आएगा वो आएगा. तो मेरा एक्सपेक्टेशन है ये मार्केट से कि समवेयर अराउंड 89,000 के आसपास वी आर गोइंग टू लुक इन दिस पर्टिकुलर, आई मीन गोल्ड में वो वाले टारगेट्स आने वाले हैं. ऑब्वियसली अगर आप लोगों को ये लग रहा है ये कल या परसों आने वाला है तो दैट इज नॉट गोना हैपन, बिकॉज ये जो फॉर्मेशन होने के लिए टाइम लिया है मार्केट ने काफी लंबा समय लिया है. अगर आप देखोगे तो यहाँ पर अगर आप देखोगे तो रफली नहीं कहो तो भी आप ये कह सकते हो कि ऑलमोस्ट 9 to 10 मंथ्स ले चुकी है मार्केट ने ये पर्टिकुलर चीज बनाने के लिए. सो आई एम नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग कि ये कल के कल आने वाला है. तो इट विल टेक इट्स ओन टाइम, बट अगर आप लोगों का लॉन्ग टर्म व्यू है तो ये बन सकता है. और दूसरी चीज मैं आपको एक बताना चाहती हूँ. नाउ लुक एट दिस पर्टिकुलर कैंडल. ठीक है, ये कैंडल में अगर आप देखोगे तो प्राइस रेंज के हिसाब से मैं देखा होगी जितना वो ऊपर से गया था वहां से अगर आप देखोगे तो रफली 10% का फॉल आया था. ठीक है, ये आप देखिएगा, जस्ट नोट दिस डाउन. और ये जो बिग रेड कैंडल थी उसमें से जो कि हमारी बजट के दिन आई थी ड्यू टू कस्टम ड्यूटी पे जो उन्होंने रिडक्शन किया है जिसकी वजह से इतना बड़ा जो फॉल आया था वो उसके ऊपर ये गोल्ड के प्राइसेस आ चुके हैं. ये जो हाई था इसके ऊपर आ चुका है, विच मीन्स अब ये नेगेट हो चुका है एंड दैट्स द रीजन मार्केट अभी मतलब गोल्ड में अब और स्ट्रॉन्ग तरह से तेजी होने वाली है. एंड गोल्ड में इफ यू सी दिस वन, दिस हैज बीन टेस्टेड सेवरल टाइम्स नाउ फॉर आवर रेगुलर व्यूअर्स. आपको खुद पता है, यू योरसेल्फ विल टेल मी कि व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन द प्राइसेस गेट्स टेस्टेड सेवरल टाइम्स ऑन द रेजिस्टेंस, इट ऑब्वियसली ब्रेक्स आउट. ठीक है, तो जैसे ही ब्रेकआउट होगा तभी हमारे लिए पोल एंड फ्लैग का ब्रेकआउट होगा एंड वी विल बी एक्सपेक्टिंग 89,000 के आसपास के टारगेट्स. ठीक है, मैं फर्स्ट टारगेट सेकंड टारगेट जो भी है वो मैं आई डेफिनेटली मेंशन व्हेनेवर दैट हैपेंस. सो एंड अनदर रिजेम्बलेंस दैट आई वांट टू टेक दिस वन, ये देखिए 10% का फॉल था, ऑलमोस्ट 9.8% फॉल था, राइट, और उसको ये वापस रिकवर करने जा रही है. अब आई विल टेक यू टू आवर चार्ट बैंक निफ्टी. लेट्स गो टू बैंक निफ्टी. अब बैंक निफ्टी में अगर आप देखोगे ये भी ऑलमोस्ट 8.9% है, या सॉरी 9.9% का फॉल था फ्रॉम द टॉप. और उसके बाद जब भी ये कैंडल ने ब्रेक किया उसके बाद अगर आप देखोगे तो अच्छी तेजी आ गई थी इसमें भी. तो सेम लॉजिक अप्लाइज देयर ऑल्सो. सो उस रीजन से वी आर प्रीटी मच बुलिश इन गोल्ड. और गोल्ड के मेरे जो व्यू है वो डेफिनेटली नेगेट कब होंगे वो भी मैं आप लोगों को बता दूंगी, वरना ऐसा होगा कि हम सिर्फ ऊपर के साइड की बात कर रहे हैं और रिस्क की तो बात ही नहीं कर रहे. द एंटायर एनालिसिस विल गो फॉर अ टॉस इफ वी गेट अ क्लोजिंग बिलो दिस विच इज 67,400. ठीक है, अगर इसके नीचे की क्लोजिंग आ जाती है तो फिर वो पूरा का पूरा जो हमारी एक्सपेक्टेशन है वो पूरे तरह से नेगेट हो जाएगी. तो इसमें लॉन्ग कैसे जाना है, मतलब मैं मेरी स्ट्रैटेजी बता रही हूँ, बिकॉज वॉट एवर आई एम डूइंग इट इज टोटली फॉर एजुकेशनल पर्पस एंड इफ यू वांट टू डू एनीथिंग अबाउट दिस थिंग देन यू हैव टू गो एंड कंसल्ट विद योर फाइनेंशियल एडवाइजर. ठीक है, सो व्हाट माय प्लान वुड बी व्हेनेवर इफ अगर मतलब बाय ऑन डिप्स वाला मेरा रुझान रहेगा इसमें, और अलग से इसमें ये भी होगा कि मैं अगर ब्रेकआउट्स पे भी इसमें एंट्री ले सकती हूँ. मैंने ऑलरेडी एक्यूमुलेशन किया हुआ है और जैसे ही और अगर इन केस देयर इज एनी सॉर्ट ऑफ अ डिप आई विल डेफिनेटली गो इन, एल्स यू नो आई विल एंटर सम क्वांटिटी एट ब्रेकआउट्स बिकॉज आई हैव ऑलरेडी एंटर्ड एट अ लोअर लेवल क्वाइट अमाउंट, मतलब मैंने बहुत अच्छा चंक थोड़े लोअर लेवल्स में ले चुकी हूँ. तो इसलिए सो दैट्स अबाउट इट. होप आप लोगों को ये पर्टिकुलर नया सेगमेंट जो हमने इसके गोल्ड के बारे में कवर किया है, होप यू वुड हैव लाइक दिस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो. और अगर आप लोगों को ये वीडियो पसंद आया तो प्लीज डू कमेंट मतलब whether we should continue to do things like this and have wishing you a very happy weekend. Bye bye, take care.